It's time, the moment you've been waiting for. Get ready for the fastest 60 minutes of marketing strategies and tactics to grow and scale your business from anywhere in the world. After 167 agonizing hours, we've returned for a brand new Aloha Marketing Jam session. And now, here are your hosts.
Well, your host, the guy, Tom Gaddis. Welcome. Oh, settle down, everybody. Jeez. Welcome to the Friday Aloha Marketing Jam session. Man, you guys are fired up out there. Welcome. Who all's there? Let me know in the comments. Say hi. I can see there's people on here. So welcome. We've got an awesome live show lined up for you today. We're going to be talking about an AI-powered foot in the door to land clients. You might have seen our emails about this week. It's a new training we just released on, I believe it was Tuesday, and a lot of good comments about it so far. So hopefully you've been enjoying that. What's up, Patty? Hey, Sherry. Dorn. What's happening, Megalodon Dorn? John. I see Michael, Warren, Ricardo. Welcome, everybody. Douglas. Fantastic. I don't know if you guys saw too, earlier this week, I dropped a new video on the YouTube channel that was about doing the missed call text back with AI. So if you didn't get a chance to see that, head over to the YouTube channel, check it out. Just offlinesharks.com YouTube. Yes, Dog Training Tips HQ. This is live. I'm here every Friday at 3 p.m. this time to share some training, talk marketing, and answer any questions that any of you might have. So if you have questions, this is the place to do it. Awesome. Awesome. Well, how many of you saw the new course we put out this week, AI Post and Profits? Let me know in the comments. Have you been through it? What do you think of it? It's a strategy, that we have used for quite a while. This is just really our latest methodology with the current tools we're using and the current processes and some additional things we didn't have before. That's right, Lars. Let the fun begin. Dorn said, liked it. Awesome. Patty says, picked it up. Michael said, looks great. Still working through. Awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic. What's the difference between a foot in the door and a main offer? Ricardo, that is a great question. And I think we'll start off with that. The Mulaney said they loved it. Starting to apply it. Awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, Ricardo, this is actually something that I don't think enough people talk about when it comes to building an online business, whether that's, whatever it is. It really applies to, I think, building any business, but more specifically to online businesses. And I actually just made a post about this in the high level group the other day. Which is this thing I see where a lot of people are constantly worried about how they're going to be able to handle, $10,000 or, a 7-figure business when they don't have a single client, right? And the thing that I don't see a lot of people talking about is there is a difference in how you operate when you're trying to get traction and generate activity, and when you are trying to scale. There's a difference. It requires different things because your goals are different, right? Trying to get to 7 figures when you have no clients is a pretty big uphill battle. It is like super hard. How do you figure that out? How do you go from nothing to 7 figures? Like, that is a big leap, right? But if you're already doing, say, 100,000 or 250,000, or even better, 500,000, getting to that 7-figure mark it's not quite as difficult, right? Because you're already there on the journey. And so many people focus on that last part of getting to 7 figures. But to do that, you have to get those first milestones in place. Like, you've got to make your first $100. You got to make your first 1,000, your first 10,000. Then you build recurring revenue, and that grows, right, over time. So when you are sitting there with 0 clients, or you're just trying to get traction and you're trying to build up to, say, maybe 6 figures, let's just use that as a starting point. The types of things that you want to be doing are different. And so that's the main thing. The main difference between a foot in the door offer and a main offer is a foot in the door offer is designed specifically to get you traction. A foot in the door offer is not necessarily designed to take you to $1 million in sales, although it will be instrumental in helping you get there, but it might not be the thing that does it, right? But what they are really designed to do is to get you traction and those initial clients and help you grow rapidly in a way that actually works, right? That actually works. And so for us, a foot in the door offer typically is something that we offer at a lower price. It's usually targeting a very common problem that a small business owner might have, or a specific type of business might have. Like in the case of AI profit, post and profit, there are 3 types of businesses that we target with this social media posting offer. And we target these 3 businesses for strategic reasons. We target roofers, dentists, and auto repair shops. And the reason that we target those 3 specific types of businesses is because those 3 types of businesses, they have a very high, I call it like it's like the trust like people, like, you don't just go to an like if you just opened up Google and searched for auto repair and picked the first one and went there, most people would feel very uncomfortable about doing that. There's a natural antitrust to auto repair shops. There's a natural kind of bias to not trust home services like a roofing repair company. Dentists are a little different because, you know, that there's a lot of people have a lot of fear about going to the dentist. And so, you know, you just want to make sure the person you're going to is good. You want to have a level of trust before you go there. It's very uncomfortable a lot of times to go to specifically those 3 types of businesses when you don't already have a relationship or somebody didn't refer you there, right? A lot of times, I don't know how it is for you. If I'm looking for an auto repair place, I'm asking my friends, who have you been to? Who's good? Who can I trust? Right? Well, the reason we target those 3 niches is because those business types, they really have that problem. A lot of people tend to not go looking for them with a very trusting mindset. And so what people do when they're looking for those businesses is they check out their reviews. Those 3 businesses also excellent candidates for review services and things like that, because people actively go and look for those things. They look for reviews. They will go check out their social media feed to see what they have going on. And so those 3 businesses in particular, those 3 business types in particular, can really get a huge boost and have a huge advantage if they're being preemptive in the social media space. When somebody goes to search, they're seeing that lots of reviews are being shared and things like that. And so we know that's a problem for those businesses. They know it's a problem for them. So we could offer them what we're doing here is 30 days of free social media posts to help them, you know, boost their image and their reputation online. So when people go searching, they find all this good stuff and good information that helps them close more clients and deals like that. So that is our foot in the door offer, right? We're going to do it for 30 days paid. So what is our main offer on that, right? Like we're not really trying to make a bunch of money with this. Maybe we'll continue to do it for, you know, $297 or $497 a month, which isn't shabby, but it's not like life-changing money, right? But our goal here is to just build a relationship. We get in, we provide the service, we do excellent client service. we start to build a relationship, we start doing this posting for them, then we can come in and offer them additional services. And because we're using high level in our agency, it's very, very easy for us to do that, because now we've got them in high level because that's how we're doing the social posting. And now we can offer them other features like, hey, do you struggle with answering all the phone calls that you get? What if I could set up a system where you never missed a call again? And in fact, without your direct input, the system would reach out to a person that you missed the call from, engage them, and then get them to book a time or an appointment with you without you doing anything. Would that be of interest to you? And so that may be our main offer, right? Our main offer may be doing something AI related or something bigger, but that's how we do that, right? So Ricardo, the main difference is a foot in the door offer is specifically designed to get your foot in the door, get you clients, and get you traction. It is not necessarily designed to make you the most money, or sometimes on a foot in the door offer, we're just happy if we're breaking even or just making a little bit of money. Where we're really going to boost our profits and stuff are the things we sell on the back end and having that client long term. But the foot in the door offer is critical for getting that traction. And I see a lot of people that just try to go out there and sell the big packages and the big things. And yes, you can do that, but it does take a lot more time, right? It does take a lot more time, and you have to have credibility to do that. Now, for Nick and myself, when we started, we didn't have credibility, so we had to build up to that, right? When we were first starting, if we had went to somebody and said, oh yeah, we can build you a website for $8,000, they would have been like, $8,000? Like, well, who have you built a website for? And then we'd have to go, well, nobody. And like we had no chops to back up charging $8,000 for a website. But over time, as we did smaller sites and built up and got more experience and delivered great things for clients, now we can do those things, right? And we don't even have to flinch. We don't even have to feel bad about charging $8,000 for a website because we know it's worth it. We know the value's there. So hopefully, Ricardo, that answered the question for you. The biggest thing I see with a lot of people is, they're again, like I said, they want to skip over this part. They want to skip over the getting the initial traction. Like if you're trying to build a 7-figure business, the hardest part of that, from my personal experience, is getting to a $500,000 business. Going from zero to $500,000 a year is the hardest part of getting to $1 million. Because once you're at a level like that, once you're doing 250, 300, 400, 500,000, like you're generating income. And so now it's just about getting your systems, your processes, and just being able to do more of what you're currently doing. So going from 500 to $1 million is not that difficult. Going from 0 to $1 million is very difficult. And the reason it's difficult is because you got to get to that first 500,000. So you don't hear a lot of people talk about that. They'll just try to tell you like, oh yeah, you can just skip over all that fundamental stuff. Don't worry about it. Just go to the end. Like that has not been our experience. We haven't been able to do that. So let's see. Barbara, yes, we are posting in the Facebook group as well, but we are trying to do something strategic here. So we're starting to invest more resources and time into building out the YouTube channel. It's something that we haven't done in the past. And so we wanted to stream some Facebook. We wanted to stream some of the live shows on there just to get some activity going and some traction and stuff like that. But you can still see it in the Facebook group as well. Recordings are in there too, and on the Facebook channel. Yeah. So, this is a good example too of what we always teach you guys, right? Let's get traction. Let's get going. Let's get some things happening. And then we build out the auxiliary things as we move. So, we've gotten traction in other ways. We haven't had to rely on YouTube or things like that. And so now we're building out some of these other areas because we feel like we're at a point where we want to do that, right? It's going to be in the best interest of what we're doing here to do that. So Action says, I didn't see the new class. Oh, you know what? If you guys haven't checked it out, I'm just going to let this scroll on the bottom of the screen as we go through the show. You can just open this up, go there after. But if you go to offlinesharks.com AIPP, which is AI Post and Profit, AIPP. You'll see the new course there. It is, I forget what it is right now, but it's under $30. But today is the final day. Tomorrow, it's going to be $197. That's what we're going to sell it for moving forward. Now, this is a little different from other courses that we've put out in the past, in that there are no upsells, there's no upgrades. You get everything for under $30. There's nothing else to buy. Everything is in there. So today's the day to get it. If you haven't picked it up, go pick it up. Tomorrow will be $197. It's completely worth $197. There's a lot of great stuff in there. We'll talk some more about that as we go through the show today, but you can go check it out there. Let me go back here. Jacqueline says, a lot of these techniques, thanks. Hey, Brian, what's up? Hey. Oh, yeah, Jamie is coming to Vegas. So hopefully, Jamie, I'm looking forward to hooking up with you Sunday night. Hopefully, we'll get to do that. So awesome. Let me see. Puerto Rico in the house. What's up? Ricardo says, so trust is built into a foot in the door offer. Ricardo, it's not so much that trust can be built in, but a lot of the times it's that the barrier of entry is low. So we don't have to have a lot of trust to get that relationship going, right? So, 30 days of free social posting. What do they really have to lose with that? Like we can show them the posts. Here's what we're going to be posting. Here's everything. I've already got it all worked out. Right. So, they can, like, hey, let's give it a shot. This is why I'm doing this, right? To build trust. You don't have to trust them right now because let's do it and we'll build that trust. The same thing when we do like another foot in the door offer that we do a lot is to sell pre-built websites. And that is one where the trust is built in because the person sees what they're buying, right? Imagine you're just a random business owner, or a random person, and somebody comes up to you and they want to sell you something. Like, let's just say they came up to you and they're like, hey, I want to sell you a car. And you're like, okay, I think I'm in the market for a car. What kind of car you got? And they're like, oh, I'm going to build it for you. Like, how comfortable would you feel with that? Like, your first questions would be, well, have you ever built a car before? Do you know how to build a car? Like, can you show me some cars you've built before? Like, so, and that's typically what happens to the average person that's trying to sell digital services, right? You go up to a person and you're like, hey, I want to do this for you. And they're like, well, how do I know you're even any good at that? Like, I don't see. And for most people, they don't have credentials to back it up. So the biggest hurdle to overcome in the beginning is that authority and credibility. And so when we can do things like this, like, look, you don't have to trust me right now. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and do this for you for 30 days so you can see. And if you want to keep doing it, awesome. And if you don't, that's awesome too. Right? So, or with the pre-built websites, now they can see what it is, right? Now, on the other hand, if I came up to you and I said, I want to sell you a car, you're like, oh, what kind of car? And I'm like, oh, look, I have this Ferrari right here. And somebody actually gave it to me. So I'm willing to sell it for $800. You'd be like, oh my God, that's a Ferrari. And you only want to sell it for $800 because somebody gave it to you? Okay, all right, I'll take it, right? Same thing with the pre-built websites. If I can show you the website's already done, this is exactly what you're buying. You can see it. There's no more questions about, do you know how to build websites? Who have you built websites for? None of that stuff. So it's not so much that the trust is built into the offer. It can be. It's more that we make an offer to overcome that initial trust barrier so that we can build it up. Yeah, Lars says, hit that like button. That's right. I appreciate the likes. Hey, Chandra. Yes, your ass can't be too big, right? Exactly. Bruce. Yes, gosh, we need to do some lunch. Next week, my kids are going out of town. Shoot me a text, Bruce. Shoot me a text. We'll see if I can find a day. I actually celebrate on Thursday. Thursday is my wife and I's 19-year wedding anniversary. So I'm not sure how the week is going to be packed up there. All right, I'm going to look through these questions real quick, and then I'm going to do some shark shout outs, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the course and all that. So, hey, Kat. Oh, the sound wasn't too good on YouTube. Anybody else experiencing that? I wonder if it's my microphone or YouTube or what. Dorn. Okay, awesome. Well, look, we always like to celebrate the wins that our community gets on this live show every week. Today's no different. Before we do that, though, I just do want to give a big shout out to our accountability check-in people. Look, this list is growing. This list is a lot bigger. This list is a lot bigger from last week. So kudos and good work to everybody that is on this accountability list that's going in the school group or the Facebook group, making accountability posts, holding yourself accountable, helping other people stay accountable too. So awesome job. I'm not going to read off everybody's name there, but look at all those action takers on there. And it is no coincidence that the people you see on this accountability list, typically you see inside of the wins that we're about to go through. So way to go, everybody. Awesome work. Yeah, it definitely got longer, right? Hey, Sean, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, guys, that let me know that it sounds good on YouTube. I appreciate it. Okay, let's do some shout outs. So first up this week, loading. Uh-oh. Hey, Shashan, for some reason, the shout-outs aren't loading for me. Hold on, let me see if I can... Did I get the right one? I see there are slides there, but they're not loading. Okay, hold please. Hold please. We might do this the old-fashioned way. Let me go into the group and let me find our shout out post for today. All right. Here we go. Hold on. Okay. All right. I'm going to share my screen here and we're going to do this the old way. So hopefully you'll be able to see. Everybody see my screen here. Our first shark shout out goes to Kristen Bedard. She got a monthly billing of her bar restaurant client, $3,000. Yeah, so Kristen has been sharing this win very consistently every month. And Kristen, thank you for that. A lot of times people share their first billing of a client, but they forget to share all the months that the client bills after that. Kristen has had this client for quite a while. She's built them up to 3,000. If you've been paying attention to this over the course of her sharing these wins, an excellent example of, we know she's delivering a great client experience and she's able to upsell them on services and build them up over time. So excellent work, Kristen. Excellent work. Next up, we've got Alan. Alan closed 2 collateral rebrand projects. $255 and $450 plus $450 for a website product page refresh. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff, Alan. And he did it all while rocking that awesome mustache. I can't wait to meet Alan in person. That's going to be so awesome. John, email and domain name hosting, €200, so $210 from Small Seeds. So excellent work, John. Excellent work. John Yarwood started cold calling this. Ooh, that's a big step. Started cold calling this week, didn't have a script, and wasn't even sure what he would be selling. But he called about 10 numbers. He had 2 good conversations with 2 people who were both interested. One isn't ready just yet, and the other wants a Zoom meeting. Excellent. Man, that is a great win. Look at that. Didn't have a script, wasn't even sure what he's going to be selling. Just started calling 10 businesses up and saying, hey, I want to talk to you about what you got going on with your marketing, right? See if I can help. And look at that. 2 possible deals out of that. Man, that is excellent stuff. Way to take some action, John. Way to take some action. Erica, new client in her favorite education space, offsite SEO and publicity, $18.88. And then monthly recurring for ongoing SEO, predominantly offsite, $1,125. So excellent work, Erica. Excellent work. Lars just got a new restaurant client, $597 a month, but they opted to prepay for 10 months, Lars? $5,970. That's nice. We'll be providing email services, review replies, posting of reviews, loyalty, online ordering, and automation between online ordering and high level. Excellent work, Lars. Man, it's always nice when a client surprises you with like, oh, we'd like to prepay or something like that. I remember one time Nick and I had to drive out to pick up, well, we thought we were driving out to pick up a check from a client that we had signed, and we had to go all the way up country, and like they paid us in cash, and it was a few $1,000 deal. And we were driving back down with all this money. We were like, when you get when you're expecting a check, but you get cash, it was pretty awesome. So way to go, Lars. That's a great win. Great win. Megalodon Dorn sold, well, Lucy, I think Dorn, right? Lucy sold 5 spots, $2.99 each for their next community card in one day. 5 spots in one day. That's $1,500 in one day. Picked up a new roofing client for PPC, $4,000 a month. Man, excellent stuff, Dorn. Excellent stuff. That brings this week's Shark wins to a combined total of $18,843 for the week of March 1st through 7th. It's a grand total of $324,161 since the start of 2025. So awesome stuff. We're closing in. We're going to be at 400 before you know it, then 500,000. So excellent work, everybody. Make sure that you post your wins in the group, even the recurring ones, and share them. Even the non-monetary ones, we love to celebrate those too, and we love to see that stuff. So congratulations, everybody! Excellent work. All right, so a couple of things. I wanted to talk a little bit about our new course and go over some things for the AI post and profit system. So I'm going to just share my screen here. Yeah, this is a great time to be prospecting. Like, I don't know if you guys, Nick, I just saw Nick made a post not long ago about how it just feels a little easier picking up clients right now. Like the sentiment in the business community is high and is very positive right now. So very good stuff. Very good stuff. So anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about a few things in the new AI post and profit system, answer any questions some of you might have. Maybe if you've joined the course, but you're like, hey, I'm not clear on this, or can you tell me about that? You can ask me that. If you haven't picked it up, I don't know why you wouldn't. It's crazy inexpensive, under $30. You're going to get all the stuff I'm going to show you. Again, there's no upsells, no upgrades, anything like that. You get everything right up front. And then if you haven't, maybe you can ask me your questions and I can talk a little bit about it. And then I have a few things that I can show you as well if we don't get any questions as well. So Kat says we're having real high wins right now. Oh yeah, so we are, same thing. The winds have been crazy here in Vegas, Kat. So if you have to come back, awesome. So Chandra says, do we need Go High Level to use AI post and profit system? So Chandra, the short answer is no, but it is a little more nuanced than that. So we use High Level in the agency to deliver this service. So in AI post and profit, I'm going to show you how we deliver the service using High Level. It makes it just a lot easier. Number one, because it gives us the ability to instantly give you the 30 days of posting, and you can just click a link and get them scheduled in the AI social planner and all that stuff for your clients. That being said, though, you could apply these techniques to any other kind of tool that you want to use, or you could just manually post. So one of the things that we did do for everybody is we knew there might be some people out there that just, for whatever reason, you're not using high level, you don't want to use high level, whatever. So we did give you all of the done for you posts, not just in a high level snapshot, but we also give them as a CSV. So you can use them anywhere. So this is you'll get 3 CSV files. Each CSV file has all of the done for you 30 days of posts with the links to the images and everything like that. So if you're using a tool, whatever tool you're using, as long as you can upload a CSV file, you can upload this file and put those posts in there, or you can just copy and paste them out of there. So the thing that high level will help you do is make the posting super duper easy, right? So my recommendation would be, if you're not using it, I would sign up, start using it, because it's just going to make your life a lot easier. And there's so many other things you can do inside it, right? Like, yeah, you get one client with this social posting service. I mean, that pretty much pays for high level. And then you have all these other things that you can offer and sell them on the back end as well. So I hope that answers that question for you. So there are a few other things in here that will help regardless of what you're doing. So I talk about pricing and closing the deal. I talk about low-hanging fruit when prospecting. And I also did a video in here about identifying the best clients to go after, and then using ChatGPT to help you write your outreach messages and things like that. So you can also do that as well. And then I want to talk a little bit more about, finding clients and things like that, because I think this is a part that a lot of people really overcomplicate, and it's not as hard as you may think. And then also too, we have a whole section, and whether you're using high level or not, the stuff I talk about with onboarding your clients. Also, there's some other assets that I give in here that are like content briefs. So one of the things that we do when we bring on a client for this service is we have a content brief that we use for the client. So I'll just show you a couple of these. If you're doing any kind of social media service right now, if you're not using content briefs for each of your clients, you should be doing this. It just makes the communication between you and your client much clearer, and gives you like guidance, and they know what's going on and what's happening and all that stuff. So I'll show you here. This is our onboarding checklist. So this applies to whatever tool or system you're using. And then we have these content briefs. So I'm just going to show you the one for auto repair. So each one of these briefs, I have basically went out and given you all the information you need to be effective doing social media for auto repairs. So you can see I've got an objective, the target audience, the types of content that you can create for this specific business type. So after you're done with the 30 days of done for you posting that we include, if they're like, hey, I want to continue to post, this stuff is in here. So you can show this to your client and be like, hey, here's some ideas I have for creating posts. What can you give me based on these things that we can work out and make custom content just for you, right? We talk about posting frequency, the platforms, call to action examples, branding guidelines. So you would have a content brief for each client. So in this brief, you would include their logo, their colors, things like that. What this is setting you up to do is you may be the person delivering this in the beginning. Like you may be the one scheduling these posts and doing all that in the beginning. But if you ever wanted to hand this off, like if you ever wanted to hire a VA to do this for you, then this content brief for each client is what you would give the VA, so the VA knows what to do. Hey, when you're constructing social media posts for this client, here's the colors we want to use. Here's the logo we want to use, right? And then we talk about performance metrics and things like that. So you get these as well. Ricardo, so there are a couple things. One, we have a free 30-day trial of high level that you can sign up for. So you can try all this out for 30 days, no obligation. Their basic plan is $97 a month. So, but 30 days is plenty of time to go in, implement this stuff, get a client, and just pay for it yourself. So, oh, thanks, David. Okay, so those are the content briefs. And then you'll see a lot of other resources that we have here too. How to get access to things from your clients, different things like that as well. So let me go back to the main page here. And then we've got some bonuses as well. So if you weren't on our walkthrough Wednesday, this bonus right here is 30 days of done for you content for you, for your business. So this content is all about why AI is such a great thing for small businesses. So this is 30 days of done for you posting that you can use for yourself. In this course, we have 30 days of done for you posting for roofers, dentists, and auto repaired. But we cover everything, right? So this is basically the overview. Here's the client getting, and then here's fulfillment. So we cover everything here. Maybe I'll talk for a minute about, do you guys want me to talk for a minute about the client getting? Donna says, I use high level to deliver most of my client service. I really only outsource SEO and ads outside of it, even still use it for the client reporting, tracking, etc. Yeah, it's really great for that stuff. So Chandra says, when we provide social posting service, do we need to guarantee leads, or what results can we offer? Chandra, that's a great question. So, and back to, the question that Ricardo asked about a foot in the door strategy. So there are two types of services that you can provide to a local business. So Chandra, just to answer your question real quick, I would not guarantee leads. I would not do that. That's not what I would base mine on. Well, I'll talk about some of the key metrics here in a second, but I wouldn't do it on leads. So there are two types of services that you can offer a small business. There are results-based services and there are activity-based services. So a lot of times, especially when you're new, and again, this is where the difference comes in. When you're trying to figure out what to do for yourself, you need to kind of ignore what all of the quote gurus and all those people out there are saying. And you need to get realistic about your situation and what you're working with. And what I mean by that is, if you have 0 clients and you've never worked with a client and you don't have any credibility or credentials that you can show to anyone, then selling a results-based service becomes a lot more difficult because the client expects results. And so when you initially reach out to a client, they're going to want to know what kind of results you've gotten for other people. I mean, that's just a natural question. They're not trying to be difficult. It's just a natural question. If somebody says, I can get you on the first page of Google, your first question is, well, who else have you gotten on the first page of Google? Can you show me some of your results? Can you show me some of your work? How do I know this isn't a scam? Blah, 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 right? They're not trying to be difficult. It's a natural extension of being confronted with a result type of service. So SEO, paid ads, those are results-based services. We're if your client wakes up and they go to the first page of Google and they were there yesterday and they're not there today, they're going to be emailing you or calling you, right? Why am I not on the first page of Google? Because that's the result they're paying for, right? If they're running ads and they're not getting calls, they're going to be calling you. Why am I not getting calls? That's what I'm paying you for. It's a result. So you are judged on the results that you deliver. An activity-based service, you are judged on doing an activity. So social media posting is an activity-based service, because when we structure this deal to the client, what do we say? We're going to do 30 days of social media posting. As long as we do that, as long as every day for 30 days we post on their social media, we have upheld our end of the bargain, right? We've upheld our end of that deal. They're paying us to do that activity. That has value to them because they're too busy to do that activity themselves. Or maybe they are doing it right now and it's a struggle because they just like to stop working on their business and then be like, I got to make these social media posts is a lot. So there is value in just doing this activity for someone, right? Highly successful people that are doing a lot of things, they have a lot going on. The thing they don't have is time. And so if you can come in and you can save them time by taking something off their plate and doing it for them and doing a good job at it, you're providing value to them for doing that activity. It's not necessarily results based. Obviously, yes, they would love for social media to bring them clients and all that stuff, but ultimately they're paying you for the activity of doing it. Another great activity based service is websites, right? You hire me to build a website. I build the website. You see it, you get it, you pay me. Boom. That's what you hired me for. Now, if no one ever comes to that website, you don't come back to me and be like, nobody ever came to my website. Like, well, that's not what you hired me for. You hired me to build it. Now, if you wanted to hire me to get traffic to your website, that's a result-based service, right? So when you're trying to get traction, when you're struggling to get traction, when you feel like your confidence is shot, like you just don't have confidence in yourself, going for activity-based services is a much easier road because just doing the activity is the thing that they're paying you for, and it can help you build your confidence and get things going. I often recommend to new people that you start with an activity-based type service because it will help you. You'll get to work with some clients. You'll get to see like, what are those client interactions like? Like, do you actually enjoy it? Do you not enjoy it? Like, there's a lot of things that go with that. So doing an activity-based service is just a lot less pressure. So Chandra, what would I use as my results for that? So I'm going to go back to this client brief. I'm going to go back to the auto repair one. And these are the types of things that I would be talking to them about. Now, I would not, especially if you're new and you're just rolling this service out, I wouldn't go writing checks that you can't cash. Like, don't go telling people, oh, we're going to up your engagement. Oh, we're going to grow your followers. Like, just say, look, I'm going to do this for 30 days for free. Let's just see what happens at the end, right? And then you monitor these things. You look for engagement, likes, comments, shares, saves. Look to see if they get new followers. Are people going to the website? Are people going to other things that you're talking about from your posts? Like, while you're providing the 30 days of service, these are the things that you should be like on like a hawk. Like, are we getting more? Are we getting likes? Like, what did their stuff look like when we first started? How many followers did they have? How many followers do we have at the end of 30 days? Because then you're going to go, and instead of saying, I can do this, or I think we can do that, you're just going to talk to them about what's happened. And a lot of times, even though what happens isn't what we as marketers would consider earth-shattering or great, it's more than they've had going in a long time. So imagine a business owner isn't making any social content, and they're not getting any engagement. They're not getting likes, comments, and shares. Even if you come in and make a few posts and you're like, look, we got 20 likes. Like, we know that doesn't seem like a lot, but to them, that's 20 more than they were getting before, right? Look, we brought on 2 new people. That's 2 new people than they brought on anytime before that, right? So, the wins, the things that happen don't have to be big. And now you're talking about them after they've happened. Look at the trust level that brings with you, right? I think based on the results of this 30 days that we did for free, that if we really hone in on getting some great custom content out for you based on some of these things that I have here, like here's some ideas I have for content, different types of contents we could continue to keep posting. Like, I think we could get even more engagement. I think we could get even more follower growth. Now we're not just talking out of thin air, right? We're basing it on, they're saying like, oh yeah, well, they did get some. And he's saying if we continue to do this, we could get more, right? Does that make sense to everybody? I hope. Let me go back to this page. So let me scroll down. Warren says, what do you typically charge a client for a month of this type of service? So again, Warren, there's a couple of things that I want to address here. One, again, you have to consider your situation and what you're doing. So what we charge at the agency probably will not work for most of you that are on this live show right now. Why? Well, because we have an agency that's doing almost $2 million. Like, we have a lot of credibility. We have a lot of built-in authority. We have a lot of stuff on our side that justifies higher pricing. So I could just come on here and tell you like, oh yeah, we charge, usually for us, we're bundling social media in with other things. So when you see Nick sharing those client wins that are $5,000 a month, $8,000 a month, $10,000 a month clients, a lot of times we're doing multiple services for those types of clients, and social media is put in there. Now, I know a lot of marketers would just come on and be like, you can charge $10,000 for this because they have one, a client that's paying them 10 grand. But I don't think that's realistic for most people. Like, I think if you have 0 clients and you're just trying to get traction, come up with something that works for you. $199 a month. You're not stuck with this price forever. This goes back again to, what are we trying to do? What are the results we're trying to get? What do we want to happen? If you have 0 clients, your whole focus should be getting your first 5 to 10 people to pay you monthly. So why not? Let's start at $199 a month, because I just want to get somebody on board. Like, let's keep the bar low so I can just get somebody on board. Let's say that we get 3 people paying us $199 per month. So that's $600 a month. That's a car payment, right? It's not get rich money. It's not like I don't ever have to work again money, but it's a car payment. It's groceries for the week, right? And now we're building some confidence, right? We're interacting with clients. Like, we're delivering, like, we're doing the deal. We're actually running a business. Now we could say, all right, look, I brought on 3 clients at $199 a month. The next person I talk to, I'm going to charge them $399 a month. See how much harder it is to close that deal. If it's not harder to close that deal, because that person may say, oh, $399 a month. Well, who else have you done this for? You say, oh, well, look, I've got these 3 businesses. They're paying me right now. You can go see the type of content we're posting. Oh, okay, awesome. $399 sounds great. Right? So now maybe you get 3-4 clients at $399 a month. And then you say, I think I'm going to try $599 a month. Let's see how hard it is to close people at that price. And maybe you just keep doing that every few clients until you hit a point where it's like the effort to sell it is greater than what you want to expend, right? So that's typically the process that we go through with those types of things. We don't, now we can, because again, we've got a lot of credibility and authority behind us, but most of you don't have that. If you have what we have, if you've got a lot of credibility and authority behind you, if you've done social media for a lot of people, then come out of the gate charging more, right? Hopefully that answers that question for you, Warren. The client getting part. Okay. Tim, are you talking about the directory site here when you say agency machine? Let me scroll through here, and then I want to talk a little about finding some. Yeah. Tom is reading the Facebook chat through StreamYard. Yes, that is what I'm reading right now. Leo, I can share that. Okay, so let me do the client getting real quick, and then I'll go through some of these technical questions. Let me just make sure that I'm not missing anything here. Jim, I'll show you a little thing you can do in high level with the graphics. So I can show you something we can do there. Okay. All right, so let's talk about client getting. So I need somebody to give me a location and give me a niche. Well, we're going to do one of the 3 niches. So we'll do either auto repair, roofers, or dentists. Maybe we'll do roofers. Maybe I'll pick the niche. But somebody give me a location. Yeah, Tim, while somebody's typing that in, we have built our directory system inside of Go High Level as an app. Currently, the AI Profit Center members have access to that, but we're looking to be rolling it out publicly in the next probably 2 weeks. So you'll be seeing that. Donna says, Columbus, Ohio, quick on the trigger. All right, Donna. So I'm going to go into Columbus, Ohio, and we're going to do, let's do a roofer. So for all of you out there that struggle with finding clients, this is one of the first things that I would start to do is whatever area you're targeting, whatever niche you're going to go after, I would just go to google.com, put in this case, roofer, Columbus, Ohio, and we're going to go looking for some clients. Now, I know what a lot of you may be thinking right now. Well, this isn't scalable. Like, am I supposed to do this? How can this possibly work? This is exactly what I was talking about with the mindset that people have that keeps them stuck and at 0 clients. Because this is the basic fundamentals of getting clients. Everybody thinks they can skip this part and find some magic way that they can get clients without doing this. It doesn't exist. I'm just going to tell you guys that right now. It doesn't exist. There are things that make it easier. There are things that can make it go smoother so you can do bigger outreach. But if you have 0 clients, this is what you should be doing. Forget about trying to do thousands of emails and all that stuff. Just focus on getting that first client, right? Let's just get that first client. So let's go through here and see if we can find somebody that looks like a good prospect. So there are a couple of things I would do. So one is, let me go here to my client getting section. Because I want to do the actual, I'm going to show you this. So we're going to do roofer. So we're going to do this. So I include in the AI Profit System training this little document where we're going to use ChatGPT to help us write our messages. But this little section here will show you how to find these types of businesses in Google. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste this in. And then we're going to do roofer. Well, I can't do this for Columbus, Ohio. Here, let me do the other one. We'll just do plus Facebook. So that's what we'll do. Okay. So we'll do roofer, Columbus, Ohio. And then I'm going to do plus Facebook. Okay. So this is what I want to type in: roofer, whatever location you're looking to target, plus Facebook. And I'm just going to hit search. This is going to pull up a lot of roofing companies in Columbus, Ohio, right, from Facebook. And now you can also do this with Instagram. So you can put in Instagram, and you can just do this plus social media is another way to do it. So let's go look at a couple of these. So here is Able Roofing. Over 1,000 likes, over 1,000 followers. The last time they posted was October 24th, 2024. Looks like they were posting kind of just the same thing, huh? But for some reason, they've stopped. So I I may want to reach out to this person and be like, hey, I noticed that you were posting consistently. What happened? Why have you not posted in 2025? So this one actually looks like it could be a good person to reach out to. They obviously see the value because they are posting pretty regularly. But I don't see any for 2025. So look at that. That's the first one, very first one. And, 3.9 reviews, 160. Oh, let's look at this one. Columbus. Ooh, look at that house. Nice. Oh, the last time they posted was 2023. Benchmarkroofing.com. What is? I might want to look into this a little more because why are they posting about another business? Let's see what this is about. So 850 likes, 895 followers. So this page, they're like March 5th, they posted. Kind of sporadic though, October 17th. This may be somebody, obviously, like this site looks good. But the sporadic posting like this isn't so great. You can maybe reach out to them, see what's going on there. Right? We talked about this one. Let's see, we talked about this one. Let's see what another one is. And this is basically just what I would do. I would go through each one of these and take a look. Roofing contractors. So this looks like for a group. But look, August 19, 2024. I mean, again, very sporadic. Like lots of good opportunities on this one so far. Right? What's this one? Stormguard Roofing. So, and I would just make some notes, right? Like, I mean, they've invested some time in this page here. Oh, so this place is posting. So this would be a good one to show these other people, right? I bet this place probably does a lot of business in Columbus. So if I were going to reach out to one of these other companies, I might say, like, I might go here for Abe, right? I might just shoot a little loom and say, hey, I came across your Able Roofing page. I see you got all these followers, but I see that you haven't posted since October 2024. And I noticed this guy here, look at this, Stormguard here in Columbus. Like, look, they're posting every day. They've got these great posts. I bet if you did something like this, I mean, look at all that stuff, right? This place is probably crushing it. So this could be the example of what you can help them get to, right? And that's basically all I would do. I would just go through and make a list. This is good contact, see if I can figure out who the person is behind it. And then I would just reach out to them using one of the message templates that's in the course and see, would they be interested in doing the 30 days of free trial? So very, very, very straightforward. This, I know this seems like old school, but almost everyone that does this gets clients, right? Everybody that skips over it and tries to find some other fancy schmancy way usually struggles. Let me just close these up. Okay, let me see some other questions. Let's see. Okay. So Jim said, was talking about the quality of the social media graphics. So let me show you guys this. And then if you have any last minute questions, pop them in. And then JP, I'll get to your question as well. Okay, I'll get to your question as well. So I want to do this. So Jim, I just want to show you this real fast. So I am here. Let me hide this current comment. So I'm inside of high level right now. I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to go down here to marketing, to the social posting. So I want to show you one of the things that high level can do. So there are a couple of things you have in terms of images. So I'm just going to click on new post over here, and I'm going to go create new post. Actually, I'm going to do it from, let's do it from AI. So I'm going to make a post on, we're going to do auto repair here. And let's do car maintenance tips. Okay. So car maintenance tips, create a short post of the top 3 car maintenance tips. Oops, and I can't spell. I'm going to add some keywords, car maintenance. Okay, I'll just add one there. Select writing tone. I'm going to do it, let's do it professional. Do 3 variations, and we'll do medium length. And then I'm just going to click generate. And so now the high-level social planner is actually going to generate this content for me. So here's my post. So top 3 car maintenance tips to keep your ride smooth and reliable. So I can pick one of these. I like this drive safe, stay maintained. So I'm just going to copy that over here. Okay. And then I'm going to click continue. Okay. So now let's just see what this is going to look like on a social media post. Oh, I need to reconnect my accounts. I'm not going to do that right now. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to do that real quick. Hold on 1 second. Give me just 1 second. Let me reconnect this. It just wants me to go for a minute here and reconnect. Oh, wait, no, I have a LinkedIn one here. I'll just use that one. Okay. Give me 1 second here. We'll just use, okay. Here we go. So you guys don't have to wait for me to try to figure all that stuff out. So I'm just going to use, I'm just going to do this on LinkedIn. So I have my LinkedIn selected here. I'm going to do our new post, content AI, car maintenance tips, create a post of 3 car maintenance tips. I'm going to add the keyword car maintenance. And then select writing tone. We're going to do professional. I'm going to pick medium. I'm just going to click generate. So it does a couple of things here. I just want to get to the image part so I can show you guys this. All right, so we'll just pick this one. So now, once I select the social account, you can see it shows what it's going to look like on LinkedIn over here. Now, if I want to add an image to this, I can click this image button, and I can either create the image using AI, or I can upload from the media library. So high level comes with a complete access to Unsplash and Pixabay. So like I can go to Unsplash and I can just type something in like car maintenance here. I won't do tips. I'll just do car maintenance. And these are all images that I can use. I can just pick one of these. So maybe, I like this one. So now I've added that image. So that's not AI created, but there's a whole base, and there's a whole another group that are in Pixabay that I can use, or I can create the image through AI. So super easy to find real good, high quality images for your posts. And then I can either save this for later, or I can schedule this out, right? I can send it to the client for approval. So you can see how High Level makes this stuff so easy, right? I can post it now, schedule it whenever I want. I can send these to my client. The client just has to look at them and then say they're good to go. If I want to do that approval route, I'm just going to save this for later. But everybody can see how easy that is, right? So very easy to get good quality images and things like that as well. Okay, let me see if there's any last minute questions here. I know we're going a little over. JP says, what if their Facebook or IG has unique photos and refuses to use AI images or AI text for their brand? JP, no worries. You say, look, I will send you every post for approval. If you want to use your own custom images, just provide me the images and I will use those in the posts. If they say, well, we don't have the images, we need you to create them. Well, in that case, it's going to cost X, right? If you need me to create the images, that's going to be more money. So that's how I would handle that situation. JC says, what about after the 30 days of posting? How and where do we get posts for the following months? So JC, after the 30 days, we just use the High Level AI social planner to create the post for us. That's all we do. We just go in there, create them based on the content briefs that I share in there. And at that point, you're going to onboard the client, right? They're going to be paying you. So you're going to have an initial discussion with the client about the types of content they want to create. You're going to have a plan because now you're getting paid, right? So you're going to work those things out with the client. You're going to make out your first post, and then you're just going to do them in there. Yeah, Donna says it still works. Trust me, ain't nothing like a good Google search. Yep, I know. Everybody overlooks it. Jamil, you can do either. You could email them. You could direct message them on social media. If you want to call them, you could call them. I would actually try multiple things just to see if I can get through to them. So maybe you send them an email and then follow up a couple days later with the call. Hey, I sent you an email. Just want to make sure you got it. The thing is, you don't stop until you get a client, right? Leo says, which is better to send, email, Loom, or regular email? Leo, it depends. You know, the Looms take a little more time, but they're much more customized and personalized. And I think they tend to be more effective because you're investing time and showing them what the problem is and showing how you can fix it. But you can do this with email. My thing would be maybe just try both and see which one works best for you. Warren, the people in AI Profit Center, not AI Post and Profit. AI Profit Center is a coaching program that we rolled out not long ago. Those people have access. Yep. Yes, you can, Adrian. You can add watermarks and High Level to the images as well. Patty, I don't have the book I'm reading right now next to me. I will tell you guys what it is. I have been rereading Positioning by Al Ries and Jack Trout. If you've never read it, it's a marketing classic. You should definitely read it. I've been rereading it. Jamil, you could do that if you want. Just set it up inside their Facebook page. Yes. Awesome. You're welcome, Adrian. Awesome. Well, look, we have one more thing to do before we get out of here, and it's always a show favorite.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling, got the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter.
All right. We are going to be giving away some Cash App money. And here we go. We're going to do, I had this all set up, but for some reason there was a problem. If you guys can just put in the chat, hashtag icebreaker, hashtag icebreaker. We're going to give away some $25 Cash App gift cards because AI Post and Profit really is an amazing icebreaker to start a conversation and a relationship with prospects to turn them into long-term clients. So this is a great foot in the door offer, one of our favorites. Now you have everything you need, 30 days of done-for-you content already created for each niche to get you off the ground. Plus, we'll show you how to do all the other stuff inside and the content briefs, the checklist, all those things included. Again, right now, less than $30. Tomorrow, it'll be $197. So make sure you go there and check that out. And I see all of the comments coming in. Fantastic. We're going to do our first winner. The first $25 winner is dun, 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 Tacoma Roofing Pros. Hey, look at that. Nice. Hey, Tacoma, you can use that content in there for yourself. Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, let's pick another $25 Cash App winner. Dun, dun, here we go. It's my drum roll. The next $25 Cash App winner is Warren Bailey. Congratulations, Warren. Look, you can put your Cash App tag in the stream or someone from our team will reach out to you. Or you can go to offlinesharks.com/support. Just send us a ticket. Say, hey, I won some Cash App money, and the team will get you settled with all of that. So awesome stuff. That's right. $, Lynette. Congratulations to the winners. Thanks, everybody, for the awesome questions. And thank you to everyone who picked up AI Post and Profit. Nick, Cameron, myself, the whole team. We really appreciate your support. Looking forward to seeing you guys go out there, take action, and push your wins about this in the Facebook group. We've got a couple of other amazing things coming up on the horizon. Next Wednesday, we're going to be doing a walkthrough Wednesday. So mark your calendar for that. It'll be at 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be going over another awesome high-level feature, exactly how to do it, how to implement it. It's one of the first ones we started implementing for our clients at our agency, and that is the how to get all your messages in one spot. And the way we use this is a retention play. So one of the reasons we have such a high retention rate at the agency is because the clients find what we're doing pretty much indispensable to their operations. And I'm going to show you the start of that and how we start moving in that direction with this next walkthrough Wednesday. So you guys are going to love that. Other than that, stay safe, practice Aloha. Make sure, if you haven't already, grabbed AI Post and Profit. Again, at midnight tonight, it goes up to $197. It'll be more tomorrow. No need to do that. Just grab it today. All right, everybody, stay safe, practice Aloha, and I will see you here next Friday.
You've been watching the Aloha Marketing Jam session. We've helped thousands just like you start and scale their businesses. If you'd like our help to grow your business, go to the link on your screen now and let us know how we can help you. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this stream. We'll be back here next Friday for another live show. Until then, aloha.